things to buy in Paris. For all you chocolate lovers out there. Wow, I could eat a whole of this. I love it so much. Bonjour, today we are in le Bon Marché, the oldest department store en France. Donc allons découvrir, let's go discover. On vient de rentrer, we just entered, and actually it used to not be a department store that was only for luxury brands, mais c'est le plus vieux, it's the oldest one. And ça s'appelle le Bon Marché, which in French means the good market or the good deal. Et c'est très intéressant, it's really interesting because I always thought that it was an actual market, mais en fait, it's a department store. So I found this out about il y a un an, and it happens to be one of my favorite ones because there are ongoing exhibitions, et c'est très intéressant. Right now, it's the last weekend for an exhibition de Paris, donc on va aller voir ça, on va aller explorer ça. A lot of things are like exclusively au Bon Marché, meaning that they're exclusively sold here. Mais il y a plein de trucs trop mignons. Like for example, this looks like a cheese, on dirait du fromage, but it's actually a candle. And like even famous like chocolates in Paris and France. For example, there's Alain Ducasse. I feel like there's so many cute things. Il y a plein de choses mignons, but it's just the price, c'est le prix. Well, this would also be so cute to give as a present. C'est écrit Bordeaux, donc it's butter, but what is it actually? Oh, it's a candle. Oh, ça c'est très mignon. This is very cute. Or like for example, this says Emmental, like the cheese, mais en fait c'est une bougie. Trop mignon, very cute, but just not in my budget. So cute that they have so many items, very cute. I would buy something if it was a present, mais c'est vrai que c'est pas donné, c'est assez cher. Wow, very nice the cookie, but 19 euros, almost 20 euros. C'est un peu cher. It's funny because when I lived in Shanghai, there was a magazine, The Shanghaier, and there's the Parisianer, and I really like it. And I feel like this is the first thing that's kind of affordable. So as cute of a pop-up as that was, I feel like I won't be buying anything because c'est pas donné, c'est assez cher. But I wanted to show you the main area, which is absolument magnifique. So I feel like the exhibition today is really beautiful. Like I feel like the theme of Paris, c'est magnifique, and that's another thing that I really love du Bon Marché, que j'aime beaucoup. C'est les exhibitions qui sont ouvertes, the exhibitions which are open to everyone. I really love the architecture here of avant-gardisme because we can see that these escalators are very famous, and also que parts of it étaient faits par Gustave Eiffel and another architect, un autre architecte qui s'appelait Louis Boileau. And I like that you can feel that quand tu es à l'intérieur du Bon Marché, when you're inside le Bon Marché, you really feel like you're taken back in time. What I find super interesting and crazy de l'architecture, etc., is that it's an exhibition behind me qui est genre ouverte au public. It's open to public. Everyone can enjoy it. And that it's not just a department stores with like brands and luxuries, but you can actually spend a really good afternoon. Tu peux passer l'après-midi ici, you can spend the afternoon here. Et c'est vraiment magnifique. It's really beautiful. Tu peux venir pour faire tes courses, you can come to do shopping, but you can also just stay and enjoy. Tu peux venir pour boire un thé, you can come to see the open exhibition. Maintenant, nous prenons le café, we're taking coffee, dans une brasserie qui s'appelle Au Rêve. C'est une brasserie très connue. It's actually a very famous brasserie au-dessus de Montmartre. And grâce à cette exposition sur Paris, thanks to this exhibition about Paris, on a tous les lieux iconiques de Paris, like all the iconic places of Paris, including les brasseries, les cafés, les restaurants. And they're all regrouped, including this pop-up cafe. Donc je trouve ça très chouette. I find it very cool. But this is the last weekend. And the last pop-up was also about an artist, and they had a pop-up cafe. And I heard that the next one, it's going to be about Noël, la période de Noël, so Christmas time. Donc, même s'il y a l'aspect commercial, even though there's the commercial side où c'est vraiment pour vendre des produits, it's to sell items, and I do like the side that it's letting tourists and people who don't know about these French iconic places, and that it makes them curious. Ça les rend curieux de connaître plus, hopefully to be able to go to this place in the future. Like even me, I haven't been to this brasserie, je suis toujours pas allée, mais maintenant je suis très curieuse, j'ai envie d'y aller. Now I'm bringing you to la librairie, the library, which I love. And I like this library parce qu'il y a une partie en français et il y a une partie en anglais, which is rare in Paris because it's either all in French or all in English. Donc là, right now we're in the English parts, dans la partie en anglais. And I really like how like the books are put up. Genre, ils sont super beaux. Like for example, we have like a book here by George Orwell. Le livre est superbe. These books are about like 25 euros. So it's because they're very beautiful books with a nice hardback cover. I could spend a lot of time here. J'ai trouvé la passerelle. So the passerelle is like this little glass tunnel that connects to the other building. That's how big le Bon Marché is. Extrêmement grand. And I feel like it does take like a little while if you want to explore it. And not necessarily to buy anything, pas forcément pour acheter quelque chose. Just to like enjoy different parts of Paris, you know, when you see the first department store en France, pourquoi pas explorer? So I'm guessing when we enter this part, it's stuff related to the home because it says bienvenue à la maison. Le son et design, so sound and design, with a lot of cool vinyls and old tunes. So everything for the home, but not any home, a very beautiful, high-class home. Je vais essayer de descendre. I'm gonna try and go downstairs for the food. Donc il y a vraiment de tout. There's like everything. Il y a des machines à café, coffee machines. Il y a de la vaisselle. Il y a des poêles. Like there's pans and everything. There's everything you need for your home. And I love it because in this interior, of course, it's not as beautiful as the other part, but it's still quite nice. Et juste en bas, which we can see here, c'est la partie nourriture. So la partie nourriture, c'est la meilleure. It's the best. So let's discover what they have in French specialties and French foods. Wow, les vinaigrettes, so the sauces for the salads. Il y a tellement de choix, there's so much choice. And so a lot of you guys ask me things to buy in Paris qui sont très authentiques et français, so very French and authentic. I would say come here. It's a bit on the pricey side, but if you just buy a few things that you can gift, je pense que ça vaut le coup. Par exemple, là, on est dans la section du sel. So all of this is salt. Tout est du sel. Let me talk to you about my favorite types of salts. On a déjà le sel mélangé avec du piment d'Espelette. Piment d'Espelette, c'est du piment très connu. It's a very famous type of salt, and it comes from an area in France called l'Espelette. Donc celui-là, j'aime vraiment beaucoup. Il y a le sel aussi coriandre citron vert that I've had before and it's vraiment délicieux. Entre le sel, les épices, I feel like I could spend a lot of time here even though we don't have all day. It's like a region in France where they're very known for this type of spice. And it's not too spicy, it's just a little bit, a hint of, yeah, because the French people can't handle too spicy. But most of the time I would say like when I gift people, it's this one, yeah. Yeah, no problem. Je leur donne des conseils, I give them advice parce que je viens quand même assez souvent. I come like just to see, j'achète pas, mais j'aime bien découvrir toutes les épices. I love discovering the spices. Before, I used to only like, when I wanted to spoil myself, I would buy like le sel rose d'Himalaya. But then I discovered en France, il y a tellement d'autres types de sel, so much more. I would say il faut acheter le fleur de sel. so this type of salt. C'est vraiment du sel très très bon. And là, on voit les cornichons. Les cornichons are the only pickles I love. Sorry to all the Americans out there, but les cornichons, I like the thin ones, so not the thick ones, mais les plus fins. On appelle ça les extra fins. Donc j'aime les cornichons extra fins, like the extra skinny ones. I like them a lot more than like the pickles in America, because in America I feel like it's sour, like, and not very tasty. And here in France, I really like them here. J'adore les cornichons. Of course, la marque la plus connue en France, the most famous brand, c'est la marque Maille. C'est ce qu'on achète dans le Carrefour. It's what we buy in the supermarkets, but here they have a lot more brands. But even just that one, have a taste quand t'es en France. Now we're going into another very important section, c'est les sauces. So there's so many types of sauces to cook, and I feel like I always get lost in it, but je pense que je conseillerais tout ce qui est carré de légumes. And in la grande épicerie, en fait, il y a de la nourriture du monde entier. There's like food from all over. Donc par exemple, il y a on est dans la section italienne, but we're gonna stick to the French section. La moutarde. Donc là, derrière moi, il y a tous les types de moutarde. There's a lot of different types of mustard. Je pense que pour les moutardes, I like the ones which have like pieces in it. I used to only like les toutes simples. Tu sais, j'aimais les moutardes mailles toutes simples. But I feel like as I'm getting older, I'm loving more and more moutarde à l'ancienne. À l'ancienne means how it was, like back in the day, in the old school. Mais ce qui est fou ici, c'est qu'il y a même de moutarde de piment d'Espelette, so the spicy one. La moutarde citron aussi. Il y a vraiment beaucoup de différents types de moutarde. And French people, we love having it like with de la viande, tu vois, rôti. We love having it with meat that's been put in the oven. So, I haven't spent anything yet. I'm very proud of myself. Et là, derrière moi, il y a la poissonnerie, so where they have the fish and everything.
Et maintenant, nous sommes dans un restaurant qui s'appelle La Marée. We're in a restaurant called La Marée, which means like the sea. And it's crazy because on est à l'intérieur de la grande épicerie, where you can go shopping and everything. Mais on peut aussi manger. You can also eat here. Like you can have like fresh seafood, fresh oysters, right in the shopping center of la grande épicerie. And I don't think a lot of people know this. Pas beaucoup de personnes savent ça. And the prices are not as absurd as I would have thought. Like we got fine claire for 13 euros, 13 euros. Pas si mal. Donc, allons goûter.
Alright, allons goûter ça. Je vais mettre un peu de citron. I'll put a little bit of lemon. Très très frais, very very fresh. J'aime beaucoup. And I like staying at the bar because you really feel like, genre le service au comptoir est différent. Service at the bar feels more like homey, cozy. And une autre chose, another thing is, of course, quand on mange les huîtres, when we eat oysters, we have it with bread and butter, du beurre et du pain. It took me a long time to understand that ça c'est du beurre, that this is butter. So it's du beurre demi-sec, like salted butter. But I always thought that it was candy, que c'était un bonbon. Mangeons la dernière huître. Let's have the last one. Something I find really interesting about oysters that I found out recently is that like as the number grows bigger, that's the smaller it is. You would think that as the number goes bigger, it would be the bigger oyster and like juicier one. Mais en fait, pas du tout. Parce qu'on m'a raconté, we told me that actually the number is from a story that c'est le nombre de huîtres que tu peux tenir dans ta main. So for example, la numéro 2, you can hold 2 in your hands. Et genre la numéro 3, number 3, you can hold 3 in your hands, so it's smaller. So the larger it is, le plus petit le chiffre est. Very interesting. I would love to see like how they pick up oysters. Tell me if you ever had oysters before and what you think of it. Because I didn't learn to appreciate it actually until I would say the past 2 years, les deux dernières années. Avec un peu de pain de beurre. We're entering a part I really like. It's called La Crèmerie. So everything related to cream, dairy, everything. Super bon. So here on a tout ce qui est crème fraîche, like fresh cream, which we use for cooking. I use for cooking. On a les yaourts, beaucoup de yaourts, a lot of yogurt. Ooh, dégustation to taste. Bonjour, c'est du demi. C'est possible d'en avoir une plus petite part, juste.
Allez-y, utilisez vos doigts.
Ok. Non, en fait, je vais le finir. Ouais.
Non, ils sont bons, vous allez voir. Non, mais alors.
C'est le demi-sel, oui.
Demi-sel, ouais. Ouais.
Avec le petit déjeuner, le demi-sel, c'est très difficile.
Ouais.
Quand on prend jamais le beurre.
Ouais, c'est fini. Même avec la confiture.
Oui. Au contraire, il y a un contraste.
Ouais, sucré-salé.
Tu vois, je ne suis pas quelqu'un de très gourmand, je suis gourmet.
Oui, pas gourmand. Ah, c'est bien ça, cette phrase. Pas gourmand, mais
Il y a des
gourmet.
fois, j'oublie de manger. Parce
Ça
que je
sert à
suis
rien.
quelqu'un, j'aime la table, mais j'aime pas manger seul.
Vous voulez goûter, madame, le
C'est
beurre?
vrai.
Pareil.
J'aime le bon vin, j'ai des bouteilles de vin, tout sauce, ça ne m'en va pas. Alors je vous souhaite une bonne
Oui,
après-midi.
merci beaucoup et puis
Vous êtes
bon
radieuse,
appétit.
continuez comme ça, vous aurez de la chance.
Merci beaucoup.
Et vous aussi.
Merci beaucoup en tout cas. Merci, bon après-midi. Merci. Bon après-midi. Bonne soirée. It's almost the evening. I forget that at 5 p.m. it's bonne soirée en France. Yeah, that's what I love about here is you can test things and in other places you can't. It's a whole section, il y a une section entière de la truffe. Personally, j'ai découvert la truffe à Paris. Before that, I had never really indulged in anything truffle. Mais là, on a de la crème d'artichaut truffe, on a du sel, 13-year-old salt, de la truffe, black truffle. Tell me if you like truffle because I'm genuinely curious how many people have these condiments with truffle. There's candy with truffle. Il y a même des pâtes avec de la truffe. Wow, the pasta is 20 euros, so my whole budget in that. C'est fou. Donc là, il y a même un bar à vin, so wine bar, parce que ce serait pas la France if you don't have a bar à vin where you can déguster, have a little bit of wine and enjoy. Et maintenant, derrière moi, j'ai la confiserie. So confiserie is everything like sweet, tout ce qui est sucré. Là, j'ai tellement à vous conseiller. I have so many things to recommend. So first of all, on a les marrons glacés, which is like iced chestnuts. Et c'est ce que mon grand-père donnait. My grandpa would give it to me, and I absolutely love this. It's a bit pricey because it's just the whole process, and chestnut in general, c'est cher. Mais pour la période Noël, the period of Noël, j'adore les marrons glacés. Absolutely love it. On a aussi les dragées. So les dragées are like an almond chocolate that is wrapped avec du sucre. So wrapped with sugar. Usually for baptisms and weddings. There's one of my favorite sweets ever. C'est les calissons. Wow, I could eat a whole of this. I love it so much. It's too bad that it costs 58 euros, 58. Mais les calissons, c'est vraiment délicieux. Oh, maybe I can have a small one. Les calissons de Provence. Perhaps I can get a small one. And then, on a aussi la pâte d'amande. So la pâte d'amande in France, it's mainly made of almonds and sugar, and they like make it into different shapes. Il y a plein de différents types. Donc là, on a les fruits. We have the fruits. On a aussi la tour Eiffel en pâte d'amande. This could be a really interesting present. Edible Eiffel Towers. I love it. And on a aussi la pâte de fruits. It's made from sugar and like the syrup of different fruits. I personally don't like it. It's too sweet for me. J'aime pas trop. Mais voilà, il y a tellement de choix. I can't stay here too long because on doit regarder autre chose. Là, on est dans la partie chocolat, so chocolate. For all you chocolate lovers out there, On va voir le chocolat. So I would advise the section that's called le chocolat des Français. So, you know, French people's chocolates. Il y a beaucoup de chocolatés français. Par exemple, we can see here le chocolat Bona, very famous French chocolates. Il y en a plein de différents types. And this is what I get all my friends. J'achète ce chocolat genre à tous mes amis because it's le chocolat des Français and it's very famous and they have such cool like art on it. Like for example, là, on a la Mona Lisa derrière nous. Yeah, and it's just very cute. So like I gifted these to friends before. Like when I went to Canada, quand je suis allée, je leur ai donné ça. J'aime beaucoup le chocolat avec du sel de Gironde. So the chocolate with the salt. Parce que le sucré salé, ça donne un coup vraiment bien. And plus, it's like King Kong in the Eiffel Tower. I feel like I'm gonna get this. How much? 7 euros. Et on a aussi, we have Marie-Antoinette here that is like holding a selfie stick, so very cute. And yeah, it's about 7 euros per one. The bigger ones like are 10 euros. Mais au moins c'est du chocolat fait en France. It's chocolate that's made in France, donc je trouve que ça vaut le coup. La section de chocolat, c'est la section où il y a le plus de monde. There's the most amount of people. Il y a vraiment beaucoup de chocolat. Et là, c'est toutes les confitures. So all the jams. I'll show you my favorite jams. Normally, dans le supermarché, j'achète la marque Bonne Maman, but my favorite jam, c'est les abricots. La confiture d'abricot, apricot jam. Trop bon. Et framboise, which is raspberry. Je te conseille de acheter la framboise. And my other favorite jam, c'est très très français. I can't see it right here. Maybe it's not this section. My third favorite jam, c'est la confiture de marron. So chestnut again. J'adore cette confiture. Now let's go into the honeys, la section de miel. Personnellement, I didn't really love honey avant de vivre en France. Genre, j'aimais pas le miel plus que ça. Because I feel like the honey in Asia is like very industrial, chemical. Mais le miel en France, c'est vraiment une des choses que j'adore. Genre même là, t'as le miel de France et yuzu. So I've never heard of that. Like, there's just so many types of honey. Il y a beaucoup de sortes de miel. J'aime beaucoup le miel de lavande, so lavender honey, and le miel de flower honey. Et là, on est dans la partie café, so café-thé. You can like actually ask for the amount of coffee. Wow. Je vais acheter des pâtes. I'm gonna buy pasta because I actually need it for tonight. It's so funny that I'm coming here and I didn't buy anything, sauf les pâtes. Je pense que je vais juste acheter une marque italienne. So the cheapest pasta here is like 3 euros. Not too bad.
Merci beaucoup.
Je suis quand même revenue.
Oui, mais vous avez bien fait. Alors.
Et là, je me suis dit pourquoi pas.
Ouais. Ah, mais c'est bien. Est-ce que je peux vous servir un...
Les boucles d'oreilles, j'adore.
Alors, je vais le faire tout de suite. Je vais prendre une photo et puis je vais vous sur des dentelles qui sont des...
Ah oui.
En fait, sur des produits. Là, je mets ma petite carte.
Oui. Merci beaucoup. Merci.
Bah, à bientôt peut-être.
Bon, j'ai mes pâtes, ma madeleine. Et I will also take a chestnut spread parce que j'adore ça. So I think everything I bought, c'est genre 5 euros. 1 euro, 2 euros et des pâtes. Plein de beurres différents. There's a lot of different butters. Il y a du beurre genre au yuzu, à l'oignon, au sel fumé, so fumed salt, au piment d'Espelette, the spice that I told you about before. Je pense que le conseil que j'ai, the ones that I recommend, que j'ai déjà acheté, c'est le piment d'Espelette. Il y a un peu un kick, il y a a bit stronger. Et c'est aussi celui-là aux algues qui est extrêmement bon. C'est celui-là au chocolat et éclat de fèves de cacao du Ghana. Which is wild parce que en fait, c'est du
beurre avec du chocolat. So, butter with chocolate. Genre, c'est fou. I really want to try it. J'ai vraiment envie d'essayer.
Alright, je vais scanner mes articles. Mes madeleines et mes pâtes. So I bought 2 items. Ça m'a coûté 5 €. Je viens de sortir de la grande épicerie. I just came out of la grande épicerie, which is une autre sortie, another exit. I hope you enjoyed this afternoon qu'on a passé au Bon Marché. Like I said, it's not just for shopping, mais c'est vraiment un lieu historique. There's Gustave Eiffel, there's so many famous people that contributed to making le Bon Marché, and even the concept of shopping today, we got to know it thanks to this. Je trouve ça quand même très marrant. I find it very funny that j'ai que acheté des pâtes et ça m'a tout coûté 5 €, pâtes et madeleine. I only bought pasta and madeleine parce que c'est tout ce que je voulais pour ce soir. I hope you liked the video. J'espère que vous avez apprécié. And I'm also going to make a reel that I posted. So you can go ahead and follow my Instagram. Tu peux suivre sur Insta et voir toutes les photos, les informations. I think I will come back pour la prochaine exhibition qu'on voit au Bon Marché. J'espère que vous avez appris des choses. I hope you learned some things, même par rapport à Gustave Eiffel, par rapport aux architectes qu'il y a eu au Bon Marché. Thank you so much for spending this afternoon with me. Merci beaucoup and see you in the next video. À très bientôt.